In this episode of Project Vehicle Upgrade, we have a 2023 Tesla Model Y. This is the shop's vehicle. We did all kinds of cool stuff to it: suspension, wheels, tires, and audio. So come check this thing out. Okay, so the shop was up for a new vehicle, and we thought about other vehicles, but we said, you know what? Why don't we do a Tesla for a couple reasons? Number one, they're extremely popular. And number two, not a lot of people touch Teslas besides maybe doing a wrap. So let's show all these people that have Teslas what you can actually do to one. So it doesn't just look like a regular old white or black Tesla that everybody has. So the first thing we wanted to do is, of course, we wanted to do the wrap. That was done by my man Frankie at Luminous here at Breaker Stereo. And this is the Vivid Matte Chrome Blue. Of course, we had to do blue because of the shop. Now, I really love the way the light reflects off the bending of the lines on the vehicle. And another thing I love too is it really hides a lot of the dirt. And he went above and beyond, and he wrapped the fender trims here, which are normally gray. He also wrapped the Tesla T on the front grille, along with the Breaker's name with the Tesla font. And he even did the big brake caliper in a reflective red, so it gives that nice contrast against the blue. And as you can see, the body lines on this Tesla are different because of the SD carbon body kit. Okay, so let's go over that. Let's start from the front and move our way back. Now, one thing about the stock Teslas on the Model Y and the Model 3 that I do not like is the front. It has this like kind of crazy front looking like duck bill, and I was not a fan of that. It was really plain. And the SD Carbon did a really good job in designing this front nose bumper. So you have the small grille, very similar to the grille on the Model X, but then of course they went further. You have the flares here on the side and then the front dam as well. Now you can add the full carbon diffuser for the bottom for an extra touch, but it definitely changes the overall look of this vehicle. The next thing is the hood. You have the indentation on the hood instead of being just a flat hood, and then a little raise up here. And then what they did is they created this kind of like a diffuser type look towards the top of it as well, making it much more interesting than the stock Model Y. Okay, let's talk about the side skirts. You have a combination of real carbon fiber and then the dry carbon fiber in which we wrapped, as you can tell. That basically overlays on that rocker panel. And then you have the rear diffuser. Gloss black here. There was a third brake light here. I really didn't like the way that looked, so I just matted it out. Frankie was able to do that for us here. And then the last piece is the full carbon fiber wing. Again, not too much, but not too little. Now, if you're not familiar with SD Carbon, they make lots of body kits for exotics. We're talking Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren. They do G-Wagons. They do a lot of high-end vehicles, but they decided to go ahead and do the Tesla, which is great because there's really not a lot of good Tesla body kits out there. And the ones that are out there, for me, are a little too plain. So they did a great job with this vehicle. They also have one for a Model 3. Make sure to check out their Instagram at SD Carbon. Let's talk about suspension. Okay, so of course we went with airlift performance, but it came to the suspension in here. Let's take a look at the management system. So we have our dual Vi-Air compressors along with our 4-gallon tank. So I love on this Tesla that you're able to put the air management in this area of the vehicle and not have to worry about it. Most times you got to put it in the trunk, and so it can be in the way. But because there is no engine in this thing, we're able to put the air management here. Okay, so let's talk about the suspension a little bit more. So we did more than just the airbags on this. So let me tell you, I put the airbags on this thing. I sent it over to the alignment shop, and they were like, we cannot align this thing, it's way off. Now, Mega Racing actually makes everything you need to get the alignment straight on this vehicle if you do bags or even if you lower it. So on the front, we did the upper control arms, and in the rear, we did the camber arm, the rear lower trailing arm, and then the tow arm. And with those products, we were able to align this vehicle. Okay, let's talk about wheels and tires. Okay, so we got a set of Audon AFF3s. These are 20 by 10.5 with a 45 offset. And with these being 10.5s, I was worried about not tucking, because if you got bags, of course you want to tuck the rear, but this 45 offset actually works really good. And I was at first back and forth whether to do a 45 or a 35, because I didn't want the 45 to touch on the inside, but it doesn't. And I think the 35 may have been too aggressive, but either way, it looks really good. And when I'm at the height where I'm driving, it's right around flush. So I'm happy with that. Okay, and last but not least, we have the Breakers stereo custom bass package for the Model Y. Okay, so this is the long range and you do have the better audio system in it. There's actually an 8-inch speaker in the corner here, which says, okay, but not enough for me. So I decided, hey, let's make something for this vehicle and let's get some deeper bass in it. And this is what we came up with, is we have a 12-inch Alpine woofer with a custom box design for Teslas. You also have a beauty panel around it, so it makes for a nice, clean installation. Now this is a 23, so this is a 16-volt system. We do have a Diamond Audio 500-watt amplifier tucked in the corner here that's able to play at 16 volts. So not a lot of amplifiers out there, but designed for 16-volt vehicles. This one is. You could also do it with the 12-volt as well. So if you got an older Tesla that's 12-volt, no problem, this will work. Also, this package we have available for all Model 3s, all Model Ys, and even the Model S. So you can check that out on our website if you're interested in something like that. Okay guys, that's gonna do it. Now, if you've got a Tesla, don't be afraid to do something to it. I know a lot of times people are like, well, it's a Tesla, it's an electric car. I don't wanna alter anything because I don't wanna mess it up. No problem, these are just vehicles, just like every other vehicle that's out there, a little bit different. But anyway, you can still modify it, you can still make it look cool, you can still add some bass, change the speakers. There's a lot you can do to these vehicles. Don't be afraid to touch your Tesla. All right, so if you got a Tesla, come see us at 465 North Oxnard Boulevard if you're in the Southern California area. That base package is available online, so we're able to ship throughout the United States. Not a problem. Okay, guys, I want to hear what you guys think about this build. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it okay? I'd love to hear your comments. Regardless, don't worry, you're not going to hear my feelings. Okay, my name is Josh. I'm with Breakers Stereo and Performance. Thanks for watching, and we see you guys next time.